Managers in your organization need to get data and information distributed quickly, be it to executives in the company or to their direct reports. Getting the right information in the right format quickly and easily is at the heart of any manager's job. As a marketing manager for bikes, for example, I have been building a dashboard tab for my team showing a comparative analysis of bike sales. More specifically also, road bike sales that I will publish to my project manager. Creating the missing chart is a simple and intuitive process. After selecting the data source that I need to use, I will work with the context chart building wizard to create the chart in a few easy steps. The first step in my process is to select the fields that I will use in my chart. In this case, I'm building a bar graph that will show bike sales on an annual basis. The fields I am using are available to me in a clearly laid out folder structure that groups the necessary fields in logical ways. I built this structure earlier when I created the view with the context view builder. With just a few clicks, I have selected the fields I need for my chart. I have told context that I want a chart with no data table, and I have chosen a crosstab format that will let me create a bar graph for 2 or more data points, in this case indicated by the type code field. Adding a category field to my filter will let me specify what type of data I want to report on. Next, I will specify in my filter that I only want to see data associated to road bikes. To make the process easier, context lets me display my data in the form of radio buttons so that I can make the selection quickly. With that done, I can click Submit and move on in the process. The first step of my chart building is to select the type of chart I want to use. In this case, because this is a timeline set of data, I will use a standard column format. I then select fiscal year as the label, the revenue amount as my data points, and the type code as my column color, and hit refresh. With context, customizing your chart is done through a series of easy to use and intuitive controls, making the process easy enough that many users will require little if any training to become productive. With context, users can control a number of chart elements, giving them the power to customize look and feel, scale, and other aspects to the degree they need, giving them complete control over presentation and layout. Context gives you the tools you need to give your data impact and to get the right message across to every viewer and user. Once my chart is ready to be published, I simply enter relevant information for the chart name and a brief description and select the location to store my chart. Charts can be stored in predefined folders as either private or public charts, giving the author the ability to provide the chart to as few or as many people to use as they see fit. With this sharing methodology, context allows your users to create charts that will be used individually, in small groups, on a departmental level, or across the company as a whole. Now that my chart has been created, I'm ready to add it to my dashboard and publish the final result to the rest of the team. First, I simply select the folder where I stored the chart, and then just click on its name to add it to the section of my dashboard I just selected. Resizing a chart for optimal display is as simple as dragging its boundary. With my dashboard completed, I am now ready to save it using a similar process to the one I used for the chart. I will give my dashboard tab a name, a brief description, and if I choose, a description of who the tab is intended for. Because context uses similar interface methods for various aspects of the program, becoming familiar with the controls is easy and straightforward, minimizing training time and giving your users access to the full power of the product. With my tab completed and saved, I'm now ready to publish it. The power of context is to provide your users with the tools they need to get the job done easily. In order to share this dashboard tab with other users, I will use the administration features to distribute the tab. Since my system administrator gave me limited access to groups, I already know that the only thing I will be able to do is to modify a group and distribute the chart. Sharing a tab is as easy as selecting it from the drop-down menu, adding it to the list, and saving the group. As a manager, being able to understand and model the business is a key part of your responsibility. Context provides powerful what-if scenario building tools that let you model your business. For example, I can quickly see how increasing marketing spend and changing product prices will have impact on our sales of products. Notice that as I move the slider and rotate the dial, the revenue information changes immediately, giving me the feedback on how changes in pricing and advertising will affect my sales. As a manager, having available tools at your disposal to help you better understand your data gives you the power to better understand your business. Context allows your managers to understand their data, understand their business, and ultimately make more informed decisions in a timely fashion. Through easy-to-use and powerful tools, context gives them the ability to quickly discover patterns, publish results, and create complex models, all in real time, giving your business the type of advantage it needs in today's competitive market.